Alex sat across from the detective and said,
I wasn't going to act on it. I didn't say anything to him in his house.
calm, measured, certain. The detective didn't challenge her anger. He didn't accuse her of motive. Instead, he asked quietly,
Did Sean know about the 750?
I don't know if he really,
she answered, then paused.
I think he knew I was supposed to have 750 owed to me from somebody. I don't think he knew who it was. He never met Johnny.
The detective stayed patient. He circled back.
Were you still pissed at John? Did you still want your 750 back?
Well, yeah, everybody wants their money back.
That hesitation mattered. This moment taps directly into cognitive load theory, a psychological principle where lies fracture under follow-up questions that force the speaker to track too many versions of the same truth. Alex believed she could control the narrative by downplaying the money. She didn't anticipate how revisiting it would expose the emotional weight she couldn't hide. Just like that, the lie cracked. She had claimed the dispute was over. Her own words resurrected it. But the real questions remain. Who is Alex really protecting? Welcome, or welcome back, to the channel. Your single comment means more than you think. In January 2011, during a bitter Midwestern winter, police were called to a residence in Toledo after concerns were raised about a young couple who had suddenly gone silent. Snow covered the streets, and the temperature hovered below freezing, the kind of cold that preserves stillness. Inside the home, officers discovered Johnny Clarke and Lisa Straub dead. Both victims had been restrained and fatally shot. The crime scene showed no signs of random burglary, pointing investigators toward a targeted attack. In the weeks leading up to the murders, Johnny's life had been unraveling. He struggled with drug addiction and mounting debt, borrowing money from multiple people. A disputed car sale involving $750 had recently escalated tensions between Johnny and Alex, a woman who had briefly been involved in his life and moved within the same social circle. The car was taken back, words were exchanged, and resentment lingered. On the night of the homicides, Alex was driving around the city with her boyfriend Deshaun, who had recently been released from jail. They spent hours moving through familiar neighborhoods, smoking marijuana, making phone calls, and giving a friend a ride late at night. Alex later admitted she could not clearly recall times, routes, or how long they stayed in certain areas. As detectives traced phone records, relationships, and financial disputes, Alex's name surfaced repeatedly, not as the killer, but as someone close to the conflict. She was brought in for questioning. Today we will look into the psychological aspects of this case.
How long have you known Johnny? Had you known Johnny?
Well, I had known of him since probably '09, but I actually really started maybe hanging out with him in last summer of 2010, the summer of 2010.
Okay. Under what circumstances did you guys meet? How did you meet?
Mutual friends.
Who was that?
Honestly, I just know him, like, I don't, it's kind of,
Like, did you know him through, did you know Lisa first?
No.
Did you know Johnny's friends and then you guys hooked up?
Honestly, I think I was hanging out with his cousin.
Who's that?
Lacey.
Okay. Okay. So you guys started hanging. I mean, was this a physical relationship? Were you guys ever dating or
No.
sleeping with one another?
We slept with each other once. But
You did?
It wasn't anything, yeah.
Well.
No, I know, but it wasn't like, no.
Is this while he was seeing Lisa?
No. They had broke up for a while.
Okay. So.
They were really like touch and go, like,
all right.
back and forth.
So they had broke up. And then you slept with Johnny, but only once.
Once, yeah.
Okay. All right. Did you use with Johnny pills?
Yeah.
Smoke weed?
Yeah.
Did you buy your weed from Johnny?
No.
Did you buy your pills from Johnny?
No.
Who'd you buy your weed from? I mean, I know all the players in this thing.
Yeah,
I really do.
No, I know you do. But see, there's a lot of, like, with this whole situation, like, I'm from the east side. I'm not from the south side. So, like, a lot of people there I know, I really don't know them, though. Because
Okay.
they won't, like, talk to me. They won't have nothing to do with
Okay.
me because I am from the east side.
All right. All right.
At the outset, the detective adopts a calm, conversational tone, asking about drugs, alcohol, and personal comfort. This tactic relies on baseline comparison theory, which assumes that truthful individuals exhibit stable behavioral patterns under neutral conditions. By normalizing the environment first, the detective establishes a behavioral baseline against which later stress reactions can be measured. Once sensitive topics arise, deviations, hesitation, over-explaining, or emotional spikes become diagnostically meaningful, allowing the investigator to detect deception without overt confrontation.
Johnny had some good friends.
Johnny had a lot of good friends.
Right. He had, one of his good friends was Tiffany. Did you know Tiffany?
Yeah, you know I know Tiffany. Her child's father is killed at my house. So I know Tiffany.
Okay.
And we don't get along.
You don't get along with Tiffany. Now, you got arrested that night.
Yeah, for obstruction of justice.
For what? Not saying anything?
Yeah.
Not talking?
Yeah.
They dropped the charges.
They wanted me to identify the people that had walked into my house, and I didn't know them.
Okay.
I knew of them from seeing them at like house parties, but I never actually like, hi, how you doing? What's your name?
Okay. All right. So yeah, that all happened at your house.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't own that house, though.
No, it was an apartment.
You had to be a part. Okay. So you know Tiffany, you don't like her. She doesn't like you?
No, I don't have no personal problem with her. I don't have any reason not to like her. I think she doesn't like me because everything with that Donald, and then everything that's going on with her and Aaron.
Okay.
Because Aaron's my ex-boyfriend. So
Okay, we're gonna get to that too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So do you know Zach? You said you know Zach. You've known
Zach. One of my
Zach.
best friends.
Okay. Let's talk about Zach.
He's young. That's one of my very best friends.
When you say best friends, you are.
I just trust him.
You're older.
Yeah, I'm 21.
I mean, you're 4 or 5 years older than Zach.
Yeah.
How can you guys be such good friends? How'd you guys meet?
Through AP. But Zach, he doesn't. I don't know how he is when you've talked to him, sir, and when he's with his mom. Like, he might play the part of trying to act young, but he doesn't have like a young mind. We talk. I don't know how to explain it honestly. Like,
He acts older than he is?
Yeah,
He's streetwise?
He's mature. He's mature.
Instead of accusing the suspect directly, the detective shifts attention to third parties, Zach, Johnny's mother, and P. This reflects displacement theory, where emotional and cognitive pressure is redirected through safer targets. The suspect becomes more expressive, judgmental, and emotionally reactive when discussing others. These reactions inadvertently expose her true emotional stakes, revealing whom she protects, resents, or fears implicating.
What about Yaki? What's that Yaki's dude's name?
Matt.
Matt Yaki?
Yeah.
You know Matt?
Yeah.
Know him on site?
Yeah, he's a good kid. He's straight as a freaking arrow. I swear he is. I really laugh because he's just like, he's corny. Because he's in the National Guard.
You're bigger than he is.
That's what I'm saying. But
You could probably kick his ass, couldn't you? I know you could. All right. So you know basically same people Zach knows.
Right, yeah. So we had like, basically, because I was around like for a few years over there.
Okay.
So it's kind of like we all overlap each other. So
When you were, I mean, did you and Johnny actually date?
no, we never dated. We never like went out together. That was like a fluke.
It just happened?
It was a fluke, yeah.
Okay,
That's
it just
why it
happened.
was only one.
But you were around him enough to know what Johnny was like.
Yeah.
You know,
Like
knew
his character.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I heard Johnny liked to talk.
Yeah.
Is that true?
He like exaggerated a lot of things.
Like what? What did he ever say to you? Like what
He
kind
would
of
exaggerate about like money and just like little stupid stuff that really doesn't matter, but it can't do no harm maybe, but it matters because it's not the truth. So it's still, you're not being 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly though, at the same time though, I don't know, I mean maybe he wasn't exaggerating about money before and like
What'd he
his
say?
status in life basically.
What'd he say? Like what would he say? Like what?
Even I'm trying to think. I hear the voice in my head too. Oh, that shit's crazy. He would just talk about like he just gas money basically. He never been like say no dollar amounts or anything, of course, but he's always like, you know, he's not hurting out here. But I think he really was though.
Yeah.
Because I know he had a really, really bad pill habit. I mean, it was bad. But to the point where he was,
So you knew Johnny before you started seeing Lisa too?
No, I didn't. No. Ever since I've known Johnny, it's always been Johnny and Lisa.
Okay. Did, when they broke up, Johnny and Lisa, he was still living with his mom and dad then?
Yes.
Rather than correcting inconsistencies immediately, the detective allows the suspect to fully narrate her version of events. This leverages commitment and consistency theory, Cialdini, 1984. Once individuals publicly commit to a detailed story, they feel psychological pressure to remain consistent, even when that story becomes difficult to defend. As contradictions surface later, the suspect is trapped between revising her narrative or appearing dishonest.
You talk to Zach a lot on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
I know. I call him all the time. It's my little.
What are you guys talking about?
I just tell him random stuff. No, I don't get my pills and weed off of him though. That's what's so crazy. But
so you've talked to Zach a lot since this whole thing's happened.
That's like Zach's like my family knows Zach. My kids know Zach. Like they love him.
What's Zach been like since the homicide? How's he been active?
The same.
Same as always?
Yeah.
But I know Zach's got a real bad pill problem.
Real bad. That's why I'm glad he's doing that right now. I just actually, unless they took my letter, there's I wrote Zach a letter, and I told him like, I think this is what is, everything happens for a reason. Maybe you can't see the reason right now. Maybe 10 years down the road you'll finally be able to see it. But everything does happen for a reason. And that little 10 days or however many days he has, you use that to detox, and that by the time you come out, you'll be fine, and you won't, be still having to go through this and argue over money with your mom and just stupid stuff, and it's just, it's not worth it.
Has he told you that we've interviewed him a couple times?
Yeah, I'm real close with his family. Very close. Like his grandma loves me.
Okay. About whatever, I forgot her name. Novella?
Yeah, Novella.
Yeah.
She's granny to me.
Did he tell you he took a polygraph?
Yeah, he said he took a polygraph, and you guys said he was too high, but he said he was tired. I don't know.
Well,
See, this is what Zach only tells me certain things because he knows that I'm gonna ride his ass. Period. Point blank. Like I might not be a perfect person, but I know what mistakes I've made in life, and if I can prevent him from making any of the same mistakes I've made, or even start going down the same path that I've made, I'm not gonna let him. Like I'm not gonna personally sit there and just watch him fuck his life up. Like I'm not going to, because I love Zach. So I'm gonna sit there, and he knows if he does something that's messed up, I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him about himself. If he's disrespectful to his mom, me and him get into it, and I'm gonna beat your ass, Zach. I don't care how big you are. And his mom and his grandmother, they both love me. They both, always pull me to the side, like, will you please just try to help Zach? And, I've been trying to get him in school, all this, and it's, I don't know.
When discussing caregiving, letters, and trying to help, the detective subtly reinforces the suspect's self-image as a protector or moral guide. This tactic draws from self-concept maintenance theory, Mazar et al., 2008, which holds that people strive to see themselves as good, even when engaging in questionable behavior. The tension between her moral identity and her actions increases psychological discomfort, making confession or partial admission more appealing as a way to restore self-integrity.
So Zach told you about the time we picked him up and we took him for a polygraph and he fell asleep, so they canceled it. Did he tell you about that?
Yeah.
Did he tell you about the other one he took?
No. But he might have, and I might just not, because I just know polygraph. I try not to talk to people about this situation, sir, because it's like, I don't want to be other people's problem with it, if whatever they're into with it, or what,
So Zach never told you that he took another polygraph and he flunked? Ever told you that? Okay.
Ooh. That's crazy.
Does that surprise you?
Huh? Yeah, it does.
It does surprise you?
It only surprised me. But then again, I don't know how polygraph tests work, I know they go off
polygraph, right, they work off with your body, the way your body reacts to certain things, like there's things you can't hide.
Right.
So, like if I gave you one and asked you about something and you sat there and said you tried to breathe and all this stuff.
It's not like the movies.
No. Well, I may sit here, I may believe you when you say no, or you may say something to me and I may believe you. You can't fool that.
Yeah, because
But anyway, So I just thought I'd throw that out there. Yeah, Zach, he took another one. He didn't fall asleep or anything, and he flunked. He flunked that test. So it's just interesting. You're a close friend of his, and you guys talk a lot. And I was just wondering, maybe he brought something up to you that might be of use to me.
The detective introduces polygraph results without relying on them as evidence. This tactic exploits authority heuristic theory, where individuals attribute greater accuracy and power to institutional tools regardless of their actual reliability. The mere mention of a failed polygraph heightens anxiety and forces the suspect into rationalization mode, often revealing defensive logic patterns consistent with deception.
Well, okay, think about it. Let's go back. Let's go back.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just
That's
really.
all right.
I think it's something like, you know.
Okay, let's go back. Let's talk about the car.
Okay.
All right. So when did you start talking to Johnny about buying his car?
It wasn't that I started talking to him about it. This is the situation. This is the time I was actually living with Zach, like staying at his mother's house for a little bit. Like
You were?
I wasn't like moved in. All my stuff's here.
So okay.
I was in between places.
So you're sleeping with Zach too?
No, I was staying at his house.
You're staying at Zach's
Yeah, I
house?
was staying at his house.
You know he's a juvenile.
Yeah.
You sleep in the same room with him?
No, that's why
Okay, all
I'm
right.
really good with his friend with his mom.
All right,
and
you're
his-
friends with her.
So
Okay.
she knew that I was in between places to stay, so I stayed there for a couple weeks. And Johnny came over the one night, and it was 2 days before Thanksgiving, I want to say.
Okay.
Maybe 3 days. 2 days, yes, 2 days, because the next day was Black Friday. The next evening, everybody went shopping for the Black Friday thing. Or something. It was like, yeah, 2 days before Thanksgiving. Well, we were all at Zach's house, you know, smoking. And we go to IHOP. Oh, airport. Excuse me, sir. And
Who goes to IHOP?
me, Zach, and Johnny.
Okay.
Johnny had me drive there because he couldn't drive. So I drive there, and we just get talking. And he was like, "If you want to buy this car, you can." And I was like, "Oh, really?" Like,
So you guys went in Johnny's car, but you drove
yeah, I drove to IHOP
in Johnny's car?
with Johnny though.
Okay,
Johnny wanted me to
but-
drive; he just couldn't drive. So I drove his car.
The detective repeatedly anchors questions to specific dates: Thanksgiving, Black Friday, early December. This reflects temporal context reinstatement theory, which suggests that truthful memories are more stable when anchored to external time markers. Fabricated or distorted memories often collapse under temporal specificity. The suspect's frequent uncertainty around timing signals cognitive reconstruction rather than recall.
So the whole entire time I mean, basically, I felt like he was putting me in a corner because he kept begging me to buy the car off him. Like, he really needed the money. I really need the money. I really need the money. I'm like, okay, well, I had the $1,500, but I didn't want to give him all my money, so I told him I'll give you half.
Where'd you get that kind of money?
Huh?
Where'd you get $1,500?
Just from, like, you know, holidays and stuff.
No.
But
No.
I don't know, just from around.
Alright.
But so I tell him that, you know, I'd rather wait. He's just pestering me, will not stop. Like, he's begging me, like, he's really literally begging me. Like, and I was Johnny, like, what if you just, you know, take off with my money, you know? And so by the time we got back to Zach's house, we reached an agreement that I'd give him half money, $750. Well, I give him $750.
Okay.
Yeah, it's half. And that I would give him the other $750. And when I had it, basically. And then it was a big situation with his mom. His mom is like certifiably crazy.
You're talking about?
Maite?
Yeah.
Yeah, certifiably crazy. Like, before this happened, she was nuts. Like,
Okay.
and she just, I don't know, she don't like anybody, and she always has something negative to say about people.
She protective of Johnny?
It'd be protective, yes, because that's his mom, but at the same time, like, it's, like, incorrect, you know? Like, how she comes, kind of, like, she assumes stuff a lot. Or she hears something from her, like, nieces and nephews. She automatically takes heed to it and believes anything they say. Well, not everything you hear on the streets is true. 95% of it is bullcrap.
The detective alternates between neutral questioning and emotionally charged topics: addiction, motherhood, loyalty, and loss. This tactic is grounded in cognitive load theory, Sweller, 1988. Emotional fluctuations increase mental strain, making it harder for the suspect to maintain a fabricated narrative. Under heightened cognitive load, deceptive individuals are more likely to contradict themselves or reveal unguarded emotional responses.
When you were with Johnny in the past, when you would spend time, did she call him a lot? Was she calling on the phone?
Yeah, it would depend though, like what the situation was when he had left being around her. Like if they were okay, like on good terms, she'd just leave him alone.
So they'd fight and argue?
Yeah, because she's like realized
overbearing.
Yeah, really overbearing though, but she just assumes stuff a lot, like,
Okay.
and it's automatically, she always has something to say about everybody and she don't leave the house.
Okay.
Like you stay on she gets on Facebook all day long. That's all she does. And like she's on, like there's a website, she's crazy for real. And I understand, like right now, being a mom myself, like I couldn't imagine, I could not even fathom what she was going through. Not only losing your son, but losing his girlfriend who he was also close with.
Right.
I mean, that's, you're not supposed to outlive your kids, and that's like one of the worst things that I can even think of feeling in my heart. So I mean, I do understand like now, but at the same time, before, you were just as bad, and you just directed it towards Johnny, and like she would flip out on him though, like freak out on him, where Johnny would be like, I can't deal with her. And that's probably part of the reason, honestly, why he wouldn't, turn to drugs like he did, because his home life was stressful. His dad is, tough to, I know the family Johnny comes from, probably influenced him to live the lifestyle that he lived.
That's possible. It's possible.
He probably owed money to a lot of people.
Yeah, he might have.
Like I'm not talking about like a few hundred. I'm probably like thousands.
Well, we'll discuss that in a second.
By acknowledging grief, motherhood, and addiction struggles, the detective practices empathic alignment, rooted in Rogerian client-centered theory. However, empathy is carefully controlled, not validating actions, only emotions. This encourages the suspect to over-identify with the detective as an ally, lowering resistance and increasing narrative openness while still maintaining investigative authority.
So you give Johnny the $750 right then?
Yeah, that night. I gave it to him.
So you what, had to go home and get it and brought it back?
No, I was staying with Zach.
Oh, so you got it from Zach's house. You gave him the money.
Mm-hmm.
Did you take the car right then?
Yeah.
How'd Johnny get home?
I dropped him off.
So you took the car and dropped Johnny off.
Correct.
At home?
Yep, at his mother's house.
And then you immediately got a phone call from Mom?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Was she pissed that you bought that car?
Yeah.
What exactly did she say to you? I know I've talked to her about this.
Yeah.
Did she say that you drugged her? That you drugged him and then got the car from him or something like that?
She said that's what she said, but I didn't drug Johnny though. That's what my thing. She knew what Johnny was doing. She didn't know really. She knew. I don't know if she knew about the perks like as bad as they were.
Right.
Like I don't.
Johnny's dad, I think, knew what was going on.
Yeah, because he was a lot easier to handle, and to talk to and stuff like that. And he wasn't mad all the time like Maite, so he didn't have that cloud of judgment.
Okay. All right, so you drop him off at home, you get into it with Maite. You take the car, how long do you stay with Zach after that?
Well, that was the week of Thanksgiving. Actually, I moved out of there the first week of December because I got a house. That's why I was staying there, because I was waiting to save for
So where'd you move to?
To the east side on Berry Street.
What was the address?
707 Berry.
The detective returns repeatedly to money, $750, debt, car repairs. This reflects strain theory, Merton, 1938, which links financial pressure to deviant behavior. By emphasizing economic stress, the detective reframes the conflict as motive-driven rather than incidental, subtly guiding the suspect toward acknowledging desperation-based decisions without directly accusing her.
So you moved to 707 Berry with the car?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you've got the car.
Well, see, that night, everything was like, on eggshells with my tape about the car.
Right.
But the next day, things were fine. Like, it was a big deal, but it wasn't a big deal because she knows Johnny made that decision. And
Okay.
she couldn't
Well, it was Johnny's car.
Exactly.
He bought that money with his money, or
Yeah.
bought that car with his money.
She was just trying to, be a mom. And I understand, though.
She
and
was
I told
looking
her
out to
personally,
make sure that he didn't get
honestly,
taken.
I didn't even want to buy the car. Like, I felt Johnny just would not stop. Like, he was so incessant. It was I just, like, shut up, here, take it. Like, I don't even care. I do need a car. I got the money for it, so just shut up, please.
Okay.
Like,
So you never got it transferred into your
no,
name?
never got
Okay.
it switched over. Because
So-
I was going to wait till I finished paying him.
All right, so you didn't pay him. The rest because,
The tire fell off.
did you hit something?
No.
Did you
No.
hit a pothole?
No,
Did you
I
hit a
was
guardrail?
driving. No, I didn't hit anything.
How long after you bought the car did the wheel fall
Like
off?
a week and a half. Maybe 2 weeks ago.
This is after you moved to Berry Street?
Yeah.
Okay, so
And
wheel falls off.
I wasn't even driving the car because I don't have my license. I was having my friend drive it because he's licensed and insured. And we're on Detroit, coming like underneath the viaduct. Well, Fearing turns to Detroit by Nettie's. That's exactly where we're, right in front of Nettie's. And he was actually slowing down, and I smelled like burnt rubber. So I'm like, what the heck is that smell? And the next thing I know, we're just like boom, boom, and it's just like out. And when my mechanic looked at it, he said whoever had the struts done, and whoever did the struts, the mechanic was like a
Idiot?
mechanic,
Okay.
and they put it back on. It made like the tie rod snap, so it just like snapped.
Okay.
There was some
So-
or something.
You tell Johnny the wheel falls off?
Yeah.
So did you call him right away?
Yeah.
And you
That
tell
night.
him,
I told him that
fix
night.
the car?
No.
What'd you tell him?
I told him I didn't know at the time that that's what was wrong with. Until the next day, I had my mechanic come look at it.
As the interrogation progresses, external explanations, Johnny's mother, addiction, faulty mechanics, are acknowledged but no longer reinforced. This reflects attribution theory, Hyder, 1958, shifting the suspect from external blame toward personal responsibility. The narrowing narrative corridor psychologically corners her into confronting her own role.
And then me and Johnny actually got into an argument over the car around this period of time
Okay.
because he wanted the rest of the money for the car. And I told him, like, well, it's broke. If my mechanic says it'd be $1,000 to fix it. I said this, that, whatever. This was a pre-existing problem. I said it's kind of bullcrap. And I said, so we exchanged words, and he came and got the car. His father came and got the car.
Do you remember when that was?
First week of December, second week.
So Mr. Clarke
Mr. Clarke, yes.
came and got the car
Yes.
on Berry Street?
Yeah.
How do you get it out of there?
I think they had it towed.
Okay. Did you make any comments?
To Johnny?
Did you threaten anybody?
I didn't threaten him.
What?
I told him that Karma's a bitch. That's all I told him. And that still to this day, I feel bad that I even said that because it was fucked up that I said that.
What did you say, actually?
That Karma's a bitch. Because he took the car from me.
You never threatened Johnny?
No,
I
I
want my
didn't.
fucking $750 back? Or-
No, I told him I want my money back because he said
What'd
he
he
was going
say?
to give it to me. And then after they had got the car back, and his mom, I don't know if his mom, because I heard her the whole time saying it, about she broke the car, she has to pay for it, da-da-da. That's not fair.
Were you talking to AP at all during this time, Aaron?
During what time?
Like all this is going on with
No, I
Johnny in the
didn't,
car?
I mean, I didn't talk to him about the situation.
Did you go to AP and tell him, look, that fucking Johnny Clarke won't give me my $750 back?
No, me and AP's relationship is
And then
like
AP would have threatened Johnny?
Oh, no.
Give her her money back or I'm going
No.
to kill you?
AP wouldn't even.
I'm asking.
No, but I was just saying, the reason I'm just, because me and AP's relationship is just, he hates me. Like, he fucking
okay.
hates me. And that's like the last thing he would do for, like, he won't have nothing to do with me. Like, we talk on the phone every so often, but it's never about, oh, how you doing? How's your life going? You know, it's more like.
Crucially, the detective delays confrontation until the suspect is emotionally and cognitively fatigued. This tactic aligns with ego depletion theory, Baumeister et al., 1998, which suggests self-control weakens over time. By the end of part 1, the suspect is talkative, emotionally exposed, and less guarded, setting the stage for collapse in part 2.
Okay.
Not
So
the phone. Like, you know how you can get on the internet?
all right, well, let's wait. I want to talk to you about that. But so he came and got the car.
His dad did.
His dad did.
Yeah.
Was
I didn't
the
even
car
see Johnny.
all right? Was the car issue over then?
Yeah. After that, after I told him, like, let me get my money, he told me he was going to give it to me.
Okay.
After about a week, I just chalked the money. I chalked the money and I gave him the car. You know what I'm saying? I paid for the car.
Okay.
You know, I thought I had the car. I took the loss. No big deal. I've taken bigger losses than that in my life. So $750 to know better not to fuck with you. That's fine.
All right. So you're staying with Zach
I was before.
around this time.
This is when he took the car back though. This is when I stayed unburied. I had my own house.
Okay, but that's in December
Yeah.
and stuff. Who were you dating? Who were you seeing? You weren't seeing anybody then?
I don't know. Well, he was in jail. The guy I was seeing, Deshaun.
Okay.
He was in jail.
Deshaun Belcher.
Yeah,
What was he in jail for?
kidnapping. But everything was dismissed
Why?
and dropped because they didn't kidnap the lady. They were trapping at her house, and she was a fiend. And she got mad because they would give her no dope, probably. And
So you're saying that she allowed him to do it.
Yeah, she
And
allowed
then
him
when
to
she
be-
when
they
she
would-
wasn't getting
when
any
she
more
wasn't
dope,
getting
she got
high
out.
anymore.
Okay.
she went to
All
an
right.
AA meeting.
All right. So you're
And she
you were
wasn't
saying
mentally stable either. I know that.
well then they took advantage of her though. Wouldn't you agree?
Because I'm not mentally stable, and I wouldn't let nobody take advantage of me.
Seemed pretty stable to me.
Right now.
The detective subtly destabilizes the suspect's self-concept by juxtaposing her claimed stability. You seem pretty stable right now, with a pattern of associations involving criminal partners, drugs, weapons, and prior arrests. This contrast is not framed as an accusation, but as an observation, forcing the suspect to internally reconcile two incompatible identities. This tactic draws directly from self-discrepancy theory, Higgins, 1987, which explains that psychological discomfort arises when an individual's actual behaviors conflict with their ideal or moral self-image. As this discomfort intensifies, the suspect becomes motivated to reduce it, often through clarification, rationalization, or partial disclosure, making corrective admissions more likely without the detective ever needing to confront her directly.
Is that him?
Yeah.
All right. So you're seeing Deshaun. I got a lot of stuff
I
I
guess
here
so.
about you.
I bet you
I got
do.
all sorts of stuff here.
Yeah, my mug shattered for
Oh man, yeah. Look at this innocent little girl.
I wasn't even.
What happened to her?
Thank God.
Well, I tell you what, I've read some reports about you,
I
Alex.
bet you have.
Man, oh man, what are you doing with an AK-47 assault
It
rifle?
wasn't my gun.
Are you a terrorist?
It's not funny.
I mean, that's the gun of choice of our enemy right
No, I
there.
know.
And here you are. You're not even big enough, strong enough to hold one of those.
It wasn't mine, that's why.
Yeah. These aren't my pants, right?
No, they are.
Oh. No. You ever heard that before?
Yeah, but
Okay. Well, all right. So.
that was the first case I ever caught.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. So let's talk about Deshaun for a minute. You guys are dating, right? You're seeing each other, but he's in jail.
The detective's sarcastic remarks about the AK-47 and rhetorical questions like, "Are you a terrorist?" function as calculated psychological pressure rather than casual banter. Rooted in social dominance theory, this tactic uses humor as a subtle assertion of power, signaling intellectual and moral superiority while diminishing the suspect's perceived credibility. Public self-consciousness, especially when tied to ridicule, induces anxiety and embarrassment, which erode confidence in one's narrative. As confidence weakens, the suspect becomes less assertive, more deferential, and increasingly reliant on the detective's approval, creating conditions favorable to compliance and disclosure.
Well, all right, you're dating Deshaun, but he's in jail. When does he get out of jail?
The end of January. The middle of January.
Yeah.
I know his birthday is January 14th, and I know he wasn't out for his birthday.
Okay.
So I think he might have got the 18th. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was like the last 2 weeks of January.
All right. You guys are pretty serious then? I mean, you're spending a lot of time together after he gets out? No? Okay.
No. Honestly, the only reason we stayed together while he was in jail was because we were together when he caught the case. And I didn't feel like right just leaving him in jail.
Okay.
I didn't want to be with him anymore. When he got out, like he stayed with me like once or twice, and that's it. I mean, I seen him like during the day. We'd be hanging out, driving around and kicking it and stuff, but it wasn't like, I didn't want to be with him really anymore, and he knew it.
Okay. So here you are, he gets out. Now, you were with him the night of the homicide, though.
Yeah. Because I went and picked my friend up and dropped her off at her dude's house, the loser. And we went back to my house.
Do you remember what you did the weekend before?
No.
Why do you remember that night so vivid?
Because I remember the next day talking to you.
Okay.
And I had called him to like, I didn't know what was going on, you know?
So
and he told me like, you didn't fucking do anything, don't have anything to worry about.
You're, all right.
By pressing the suspect on why certain events, such as jail release dates or conversations with police, are remembered vividly, while critical timelines surrounding the homicide remain vague, the detective tests the integrity of her memory. This approach is grounded in the encoding specificity principle, Tolving and Thompson, 1973, which holds that genuine memories are more consistently retrievable when contextual cues remain stable. The suspect's selective recall suggests cognitive reconstruction rather than authentic recollection. Rather than accusing her of lying, the detective allows these inconsistencies to surface organically, increasing internal pressure as the suspect struggles to maintain narrative plausibility.
You're with Deshaun the night of the homicide. And what were you guys doing?
Driving around.
You're just driving around?
Smoking.
Smoking.
Weed.
Did you see anybody? Whose car were you in?
My grandpa's truck.
What's your grandpa's name?
Danny Patrick.
Where's Danny Patrick live?
Airport.
What kind of truck was it?
2003 GMC Sierra.
Is that the truck you got in trouble in Oregon?
No.
Or where'd you get in trouble in that truck?
Manure Street. At the Wendy's when I got set up. Those freaking police.
Oh, that's when you got caught with the drugs.
Weed.
Is that when you got caught with the
Yeah.
drugs? Okay, that's just, did they take it?
No.
Oh,
It's parked though. That's my truck for him, but it's parked now.
that is your truck?
He gave it to me. Well, he was supposed to, but he probably don't give it to me now.
How old's your grandpa?
60s. He'll be 60, 60, 65.
Did he know you had your truck that night? You had that truck that night?
Yeah.
The detective repeatedly revisits Deshawn's incarceration, release, and emotional reliance on the suspect, activating dynamics explained by trauma bond theory. Bonds formed under stress, particularly during incarceration, can create distorted loyalty, where protecting the other person feels morally imperative, even at personal cost. This tactic forces the suspect into a psychological bind. Protecting Deshawn risks appearing evasive, while distancing herself from him threatens her self-image as loyal and compassionate. The resulting emotional strain destabilizes her narrative, producing hesitation, contradiction, and defensive speech patterns that weaken her credibility.
All right, so
He knew I had it until I caught the case.
you're with Deshawn night of the homicide. You're out driving around smoking weed. What else did you do?
I probably went to the little corner store on the east side, the east side mini mart, like 15 times, because I always go there. It's like everybody on the east side.
Did you ever come across the river that night?
You had to go to the north, where he lives, and to pick Mallory up.
To Deshawn's house?
Yeah.
Where was Deshawn living?
What's the street called? Putnam, maybe?
All right, so you picked up Deshawn first. What time did you pick him up?
No, I don't remember. I know he was with me that day. I don't remember how he got with me. I don't know if he was with me from the night before that, too, and I just never dropped him off, or if I just picked him up randomly and just smoked weed with him. I don't honestly remember how he got. I don't remember how he got with me.
Okay. But is it
But
dark out?
No, it was during the daytime.
All right, during the day. And he's with you all day?
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys eat?
Probably
Did you go out to eat?
No, we didn't go sit down nowhere.
So you're with him, then you're with him all evening?
Yeah.
You're still just driving around smoking weed?
Yeah.
You didn't go anywhere to do this. You're just driving around all evening.
That's what I. That's
But
what
you don't want to be with him though.
No, because we were cool. Like we hang out and stuff. I don't have a lot of friends like that I can sit here and I trust 100% to really be around me like that. And Deshaun, at the time, we were, you know, like I didn't tell him I didn't want to be with him, but I really like I was kind of like slowly like dissipating from him, like, you know, not staying with me as much. And I was trying to let him down easy because he did just get out of jail. I did stick with him the whole time he was in jail. So I probably, like, to him, I didn't want to have him look like, oh, I'm a fake person because this whole time he was in jail, I held him down. And as soon as you get out, I don't want nothing to do with you. So, like, it was just a delicate situation for me.
All right, so you're with him all evening, you're driving around, you're smoking weed. How late in the evening did your friend call you? What's your friend's name?
Mallory?
Okay. So what, Mallory calls you?
Yeah.
The detective allows the suspect to repeatedly describe the night of the homicide as uneventful, driving around, smoking, going nowhere, without immediate challenge. This repetition leverages narrative coherence theory, which suggests that truthful accounts naturally contain causality, purpose, and progression. As the suspect reiterates a story devoid of structure or intention, its implausibility becomes increasingly apparent, not through confrontation, but through accumulation. The detective lets the narrative collapse under its own weight, allowing the suspect to sense that her explanation is no longer convincing even to herself.
The way I look at it,
were you still pissed at John? Did you still want your $750 back?
Well, yeah, everybody wants their money back, but I mean, I wasn't gonna act on it. I didn't say anything to him in his house.
You didn't say anything to Deshaun about the $750? Did Sean know about the $750?
I don't know if he like.
Well, you were
I don't
with
think
him
he
at
knew
the
the
time.
whole situation about it, but I think he knew like.
Did you ever?
I think he knew I was supposed to have $750 owed to me from somebody. I don't think he knew who it was. He never met Johnny, never seen Johnny, so like.
You think Deshaun had taken it upon himself to go try and get that money back?
He didn't even know. He wouldn't even know where to start. You know. Now I know he wouldn't do that. Like, well, I can't say I know he wouldn't, but you know.
Did you ever say in front of Deshaun, that motherfucker owes me $750
No.
and I want it back?
No.
You never said that?
No.
Did Zach ever call you and say, I know where we can make some money?
No.
I know where there's a safe?
No.
Get Deshaun to do this?
And plus, like, I guess, no. That situation, I wouldn't involve anybody else. Like, that's not something you do. It's like, ignorant.
You know Paul Aranda?
No.
Cousin Paulie?
Polly, I know of him. I don't
Okay.
know him.
Never met him?
Seen him. Never like, hi, my
What's he
name's
do?
Alex. I don't.
Heard he deals a
we
little
don't
bit of
work.
weed
Yeah, I
and
don't think
stuff.
he works.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I know it's Johnny's cousin, though.
If I asked you, everybody that I've talked to that's involved in this investigation, I've asked for a DNA sample. Would you give me one?
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah.
If I asked you, would you take a polygraph?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
Are you lying to me?
No.
You're not lying to me about anything?
No, I'm not lying to you. That's why I said I'll take a polygraph.
If I wanted a DNA sample, I could get it from you?
Right now.
Right now?
Right now.
Okay. Wait right there.
Instead of introducing evidence forcefully, the detective references DNA collection and polygraphs hypothetically and conversationally. This tactic reflects gradual escalation theory, which minimizes defensive shutdown by increasing psychological stakes incrementally. By voluntarily agreeing to test before they are formally requested, the suspect symbolically commits to an identity of innocence. As pressure mounts, maintaining this posture becomes cognitively and emotionally exhausting, making retreat into denial increasingly difficult and costly.
All right, they're coming. Now you gotta pee and I'm gonna give you a walk.
I know,
Is
that's
that
I
all
was
right?
just thinking about that too.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine, thank you.
So, well, you know, if you do know something,
I would tell you, sir, because most of it, like, I don't, like this, like, whole, you know, waking me up out of the sleep thing and all that. Like, I don't want this in my life. Like, I don't need it, especially now that, you know, since I had caught that case in February, and and I was lucky enough that they didn't charge me the felony. Like, I want to get my life together. Like,
Well, there's a lot of stuff that
I want to go to school. I can't go to school if I'm
But
doing
this
something.
case,
This is serious.
there's a lot of things. If somebody was forthcoming with information,
It would put your pieces together. And
right? But there's a lot that somebody like I, or Detective Lewandowski, or somebody like that could do for that person. Not just, if they get hemmed up on something and they need help, and there's a substantial cash
I know
reward out there. I mean, substantial.
Yeah.
That could set somebody up that wanted to go to school or was looking to move and get someplace. But if they knew something, and they're afraid, if that person's afraid, there's ways to help with that too. So, all right, I think there's a female coming, and they'll catch you down real quick and get you to the bathroom. But think about it, all right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
The detective alternates between emphasizing the gravity of the case, this is serious, and suggesting potential relief through cooperation. There are ways to help someone. This deliberate oscillation exploits approach. Avoidance conflict theory, Lewin, 1935, which explains how individuals become psychologically immobilized when simultaneously drawn toward reward and repelled by threat. In this suspended state, conventional coping mechanisms fail, and disclosure begins to feel like the only viable path to resolution, even without explicit promises or threats.
How long did you have that pickup truck? How long had you had that pickup truck before the night that you and Deshaun were? Like, when did you pick it up? You had it for a month?
Maybe.
So was it basically yours? Did he give it to you?
He let me use it because he knew I didn't have a car.
What was he driving?
He's a man. My grandma's crippled, sir. So like she's in a wheelchair, so he had to leave a van with the lift and stuff in it for her.
All right. So did you start using it before, like, when the wheel fell off?
No, it was after that.
Beginning of January?
Maybe, probably then. Honestly, I don't.
You went out there and got it from him? Your grandpa let you come out and get it and you can use it?
Yeah.
So you didn't go out and get it the night that you and Deshaun were driving around
at my grandpa's house. No, I didn't go out there and get it. No, because he lives out in Holland. Like, I'm not going to drive out there. The truck was at my mom's house when I did receive the truck.
And your mom lives on Corduroy?
Yeah.
Okay. So you got the truck on Corduroy.
Yeah.
You didn't go out to your grandpa's
No, I
house
didn't
that night. Okay. Okay. I was just wondering.
Which Russ?
I don't know.
Jenna, what do you prefer?
What are the options? I don't
The employee one here or that public one?
know. I'd rather do one right here. Make it easy.
Did you visit your grandpa that night? The night
No.
for the hunt? No, you didn't even go that way?
No.
I don't
That's
know.
the,
Stand up.
When you want to pat her down in here?
right.
You can.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
She
sorry.
wants to pat you down.
Take your jacket off. So then, put your hands on the wall. Got anything on you?
No, stand. There's I got like 2 tank tops on.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Now we have you take off your shoes when I'm done here
Okay.
and shake them out.
Actually, Texas put my shoes in my set for me.
Okay, just shake them out. Upside
Oh,
down.
sorry.
And you sit back on. And just leave this in here. We're just going across the hall there.
Oh, okay.
By referencing education, financial stability, relocation, and personal safety, the detective reframes cooperation as an investment in the suspect's future. This tactic is grounded in prospect theory, Kahneman and Tversky, 1979, which demonstrates that individuals disproportionately value potential future gains when current circumstances feel overwhelming or hopeless. Truth-telling is subtly repositioned not as surrender or betrayal, but as a moral exit, an opportunity to reclaim control over one's life narrative and mitigate long-term loss. From a legal perspective, this interrogation is effective not because it produces a confession, but because it locks the suspect into a constrained narrative. The detective methodically establishes motive, financial dispute, opportunity, presence on the night of the homicide, and relational proximity, Deshawn, Zach, drug networks. By securing voluntary agreements to DNA collection and a polygraph, the detective strengthens admissibility and demonstrates consciousness of innocence that later contradictions can undermine. Most critically, the suspect commits to timelines and denials that are vulnerable to forensic and testimonial impeachment. At trial, these recorded inconsistencies, coupled with corroborating evidence, will be used to challenge credibility and support conviction through circumstantial proof. In the end, Alex Cousino faced charges of first-degree murder complicity and obstruction of justice, receiving an 8-year prison sentence. The case may be closed, but its echo remains, a haunting reminder of trust, deception, and how far people can go when cornered by fate.